What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo eSports podcast. I did not get the reference, Fox, so I apologize for that. My name is Josh, a.k.a. JK Fire. This week, I'm joined by the man who was at Red Rocks in Colorado, Will, a.k.a. I am Mr. Mayhem. Before I ask you how you're doing, this is episode 286 for the week of May 7th, 2023. The title of this week's episode is FaZe'ing into the 4K.
Punny.
Thank you.
I
try.
You've been on the puns lately for the title.
I try. All that talent says that Spider got what it was coming. It did. It absolutely did. Will didn't even see it drop down, but it just like perfectly was coming right down here. It landed right on the table. I'm like, ah, bitch! And that was it. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening? It is Monday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm doing good. Doing good. Vacation was much needed.
Yes.
Got out and about. Yeah, saw Hippocampus, one of the favorite bands out at Red Rocks in Colorado. It was a great show.
One of the best bands.
Highly recommend checking them out if you don't know who they are.
They're really, really good. Genuinely, they're really, really good.
And yeah, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well as well. I'm a little tired, but that's okay. Got a lot of shit to talk about. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, we do. What do we got coming up on this episode, by the way?
Well, that's a great question, Will. Thank you for the segue on that. Before I even say that, let me just say this real quick. Welcome to everybody that's tuning into the live show. Riz, Fox, All-in-Juan, Uncle Pumpy, and all that talent. And Ronan, thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you guys are having a great night. Max, welcome back as well. On this week's episode of the show, we have a Halo Infinite update is coming on Wednesday with some massive sandbox updates. Our topic of the HCS Open Series North American Finals results, and then a very special announcement. And, Will, we didn't talk about ahead of time like that, but you know what the announcement is.
Okay.
Yes, you know what the announcement is. We're going to announce it on this week's show, and it pertains to somebody who's in the chat right now. We'll just say that. Terraform, welcome back. Good to see you. Tools, welcome back. Good to see you as well. So without further ado, Will.
Yeah.
Let's get into some competitive news. And before I even get into that, my wife asked, did I feed the dog? Yes, I did. There we go.
Chores.
Yes. Every once in a while, I got to make sure I do my job. So there's that. Neighbors pissed off. Okay. Yeah. I was not necessarily expecting this out of Mason Cobb, but here we are. And so we put out a tweet recently, and it says this. Did you know that the first round of voting by those who sent in their top 25 Halo players unqualified or on the list were disputed by Tashi and were asked to send a new list? It's a travesty that the list still stands, and I encourage everyone to call and dismiss this 3-year-old fucking stupid list from being on the internet.
Okay, but it's on the internet, so it's forever on the internet. It's
forever there. I just thought it was crazy that, like, this comes out of seemingly nowhere. And he even, like, I didn't even include the second tweet, but he atted 343 Industries on Twitter, like, to say this, like, people don't even know what they're talking about. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I mean, yeah, the list sucks. Like, let's be real. The list sucks in some aspects. There are players who are placed where I would expect them to be placed. Yeah. But also there's other players on there. I'm like, I wouldn't necessarily put them where they're put. But, it is what it is. Joe, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Zarders with the 24-month resub, the 2-year Subarino, and all that talent with the 4-month Subarino. You guys get a woo! Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Ikuza says, let me set the mood. I hit Onyx, going to my first game. It's Empyrean Slayer. I've got 120 ping. We lose. The game crashes when I get to the menu. I restart the game. My settings are reset. The only thing that I have to respond to that is that's just infinite things, man.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Every time I start Infinite now, my settings. Well, not okay. I don't want to say all my settings are reset, but the brightness is not set to where I want it to. Some of the visual things I have to go in and change. It's every time now, but like my controller settings, all that stays. So I understand some of the pain people are going through.
Jesus Christ. That sounds awful. Riznak says, I guess I'm lucky that my settings never reset. Mine personally haven't either. The only thing that's quote unquote reset for me has been brightness. Like after an update had released, like it'll show up that menu right away when you launch the game, but none of my settings have actually reset. Okay. It's just that. So I don't know, man. It's weird. Oh, and Juan actually brings up a good point. And Juan, I kind of want to leave it till we get to the community playdate, but I guess I will say since you bring it up now, he says, tell him about the 111 sense settings in ADFOV. Yeah, so I think it was, oh God, now I feel like an asshole.
Who said it?
Forgetting who brought it up. It was in the playdate.
Yep.
Somebody in chat's going to correct me anyway. Fuck.
It was
Swole Daddy. That's it. What's up, Crunchy Dad? Ooh. Yeah.
Of course it was Swole Daddy.
Yes, it was Swole Daddy. It's always Daddy, like Fox says. Yeah, so he said, guys, I'm not kidding when I say this. I'm paraphrasing here, but like I'm not kidding when I say this. I think I found like the perfect sensitivity. And we're like, okay, what is it? He's like, 1 for everything.
Yep.
And then 80 FOV. He's like, if somebody's in front of you, you're not windmilling or anything. They should die. You can't turn with shit. But like if somebody's in front of you, you should have the kill. And I'm not kidding, Will. I had it on the entire playdate, and it felt really good.
Huh.
You can't turn. Like it really sucks that way. So maybe you can dial in the acceleration, but like it genuinely felt good.
I didn't want to go through messing with my settings to try it out.
Sure.
Because I was just, I just didn't want to mess it up. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was genuinely surprisingly good. ADFOV will let you move fairly fine. It just feels a little slower, obviously, but like, and you can't turn, but it did feel good. Justin says, hey guys, have a great live show. I have to catch the audio version. Hey, Justin, thanks for stopping by and enjoy the audio version when it releases tonight. I got to scroll the fuck back up now. God damn it. So yeah, neighbors pissed off. Moving on to the next story. Now that we're back on track, the train is back on the rails. What were you going to say?
I would just say with neighbor, man, it has been 3 years, right? Or 2 years since the thing's been out.
A while. And he comes out of the blue now.
Yeah. Can we just like let it go? I mean, I understand being frustrated by it, but I don't think not everyone takes that list as 100% truth, right? Like it was not community voted. It was, some inside people. I get they're all connected, but
he just couldn't hold it back anymore.
Yeah. Had to let it out.
He had to let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Tool says, what does disputed mean in this context? Well, you know what disputed means. He doesn't think the list should be the list. So he wants to dispute the list as being what it is.
What confuses me in this tweet is sent their top 25 Halo players and it says unqualified / on the list.
Yeah.
So they had to say who was unqualified to be on the list and who
I think it's just, all encapsulating.
Gotcha. Okay.
Farrell, welcome back. Good to see you. I'm so convinced Walshy tanked his own rank because he's too damn nice. He is a pretty nice individual. That's a true statement. He's a very, very nice individual. Halo Data Hive update by Halo Data Hive. I'm surprised we stuck on that tweet for so long.
We did. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Finally adding an FAQ page after 7-ish years of the site being live. What other questions should I have on here? I'm bad at this part, says Halo Data Hive. So go check out the FAQ. And Halo Data Hive, fucking kudos to you for doing great work as you usually do. Pledge Your Oath Showdown has been announced by G1 and Oath. Introducing the Pledge Your Oath, what was it? Showdown! A draft tournament featuring the best Lady Spartans in Halo. Tune in to see which team prevails and earn custom drops while hanging out in the chat. May 20th at twitch.tv/G1 Live. Looks like Walshy and Lucid had a love child. Ikuza.
It's not the first time we've heard the Walshy thing.
It is not. And that's what surprises me every single time that I hear it. I get told I look like Walshy more often than not. And that's weird.
Oh, speaking of being in Colorado at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
There was a dude like...
Was Walshy there?
There was a dude 5 seats down from me that looked like you at 16. I was like, what? I was like, I had to double take it.
Me at 16? I look the same as I do now.
So similar, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
Wow, that's crazy. I was there the whole time.
Maybe you were.
I time traveled, motherfucker. Woo! Oh my God. Hero says, rest in peace, Sub 41. Yeah, that's a true statement as well. They are real quick. It's funny you bring that up, Hero, because I genuinely was considering including it in the show for some dumbass reason. So I think that's funny. That's really ironic that you bring it up. Now, maybe it's because I'm wearing a Blink shirt and you thought of Sum 41 because of, the same genre of music. But like, yeah, they're disbanding. They're going to release one more album. They're going to go on one more headlining tour, and then they are breaking up. So, and they've been together for like 27 years or something like that. They've been together for a long, long fucking time.
Sometimes it's just that time.
Yeah, absolutely. So good luck to them, obviously, in their solo endeavors, and an end of an era. Yeah. End of an era. Juan says, whoa, I can kind of see it. God, stop it, guys. Jesus Christ. I look like Stephen Merchant. I think somebody else said that, if not you, had said that previously, but I don't know. They were in too deep. Oh my God, I love that song. That song's so good.
I gotta look up this Stephen Merchant. I forget.
Go for it.
Comedian, right?
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Yeah.
Yep. A little bit.
I'll take it as a compliment.
You look like a famous person.
I do. I look like two famous people, one in Halo and one not. I look like Red Bull's first esports player.
Hey.
Yeah. The Walshmeister. Next up, we have Tashi's tantalizing tidbits.
Ooh.
So we have an update from a topic from episode 282 regarding the weighting of Slayer in matchmaking. This was over on Reddit, and Tashi said, I have no horse in this race. Our goal is to give players a strong variety of experiences across modes and maps because we believe that's what will keep players happy and engaged. And if the feedback is that Slayer is coming up too often compared to others, then we can reduce the Slayer weighting and take it from there. The issue is that with this system, your mileage may vary, so we can take anecdotes from players, but you might find that it's vastly different from what other players experienced in a night, a weekend, or over the course of a week. And then we have the data to show how much everything is actually being played, but that doesn't fully describe each individual's experience. In other words, we literally talked about this in episode 282, and I'm surprised he had to restate everything we already talked about. But the internet's the internet, and people are fucking idiots. So moving on. And then from a recent APG stream, Tashi said that he thinks next week we're discussing about Plaza, which would be this week, technically speaking.
Maybe with the Wednesday update?
Maybe.
Be a fun surprise.
It would be cool. Who the fuck knows, man? Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not expecting anything at this point.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to get hopes up at all.
You're right. You shouldn't expect anything for Plaza, but what you can expect is our next news story, the May update preview, Will. Now, I split this into two segments, basically. One for ranked and competitive and one for casual, right?
Okay.
So ranked and competitive we'll talk about right now. Casual we'll talk about in the regular news segment later on in the show. So, mode updates. Ranked King of the Hill. Based on player feedback, the Hill will now spawn in faster at the start of the match and no longer have a wind-up time when a player initially enters it. Okay. I don't want to sound like I'm making too much of a big deal about this, but I truly believe that this will be meta changing.
Oh, I agree, because you can jump for slays right off the bat.
Yep.
Or weapons or whatever it may be on the map and not worry about the hill for a little bit.
Exactly.
Where now teams are going to have to decide, do we get weapons and hill, or, like on recharge, everyone rushes hill because you got to contest camo.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say rush. Everyone looks hill at least. But I like the idea of changing this because it just creates more options.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's going to completely change strategies. Because you do have up to this Wednesday update, you have a wind-up time for when each hill spawns in. So you can try to get a setup going, whatever it may be, focus on slays, whatever it is. But now that the hill is going to spawn immediately, it's going to completely change setups, in my opinion. The developer note, to help facilitate more meaningful choices at the beginning of a hill match, we decided to reduce the timer for the initial hill. This now requires teams to be more thoughtful in establishing their starting strategies, as teams now have to decide between scavenging weapons and equipment and scoring points in the hill. Based on the feedback, we felt there was an opportunity to make this decision to hop in and out of a hill more impactful. With base settings, players engaging in this behavior weren't giving up enough, as they could hop out of the hill without losing it if they returned quickly enough. This could also lead to some ambiguity around hill ownership. This change should make the state of the hill clearer for players. So here are the changes. The initial hill spawn has been reduced from 15 seconds to 5 seconds. The wind-up period to score has been removed. Players can score right away when stepping into the hill. And this allows players to quickly score while maneuvering grenades and avoiding damage all up. Is that thunder?
I don't know.
That sounded like thunder. That didn't sound like my kid stomping. That sounded like thunder. Holy moly. And then I think the thing to really hit home here is that it sounds, from all the wording here, it sounds like it's just the first hill. It's just the first hill that's having the timing reduced.
Right.
From 15 to 5 seconds.
Yeah, because I think the other hills spawn up instantly, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought there was a wind-up time for the other hills, too.
It might be only 5 seconds for those other ones.
Maybe it is 5 seconds for the other ones. Who knows? They don't? Other hills spawn up in like 5 seconds? There it is. Yeah, so 5 seconds. So yeah, it's just the beginning hill reduced from 15 seconds to 5 seconds, but the wind-up period to score has been removed completely. So you'll be able to just, as soon as you walk into any hill, you start scoring immediately. So I like it. Sandbox balance tuning. Say tooting?
Tuning.
Disruptor. Overall, we wanted to reduce the complexity of this weapon, which currently super combines, deals damage over time, slows Spartans, chain reacts to other players, etc., while still ensuring that it could be successful in combat. The Disruptor will have an increased rate of fire and super combined damage, but will no longer deal dot damage, so damage over time, and its chain reaction distance will be halved. Okay? Bob Bangham, welcome back. Good to see you. Best part is you can contest hill quicker, more chances for a last-ditch effort. Absolutely. Sir Assassin, welcome back as well. Developer note. Actually, I'll just say the changes. Remove damage over time completely. Reduce the chain distance from 5 world units to 2.5 world units. So again, that's halved. Increase the super combined damage from 60 to 70. An increased rate of fire from 4.285 to 5 rounds per second. Okay. So they're basically removing 2 of the things, or like they removed one of the things that made the weapon unique. And then they're reducing the range for another thing that made the weapon unique. And we'll have to see how it plays.
It might be more viable with faster time to kill now, basically.
Sure. And for the record, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, what they're doing. It's just a change that I'm anxious to see how it plays in the competitive space.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see. Spike grenades. A grenade of hot contention in the competitive space. We noticed that with its current tuning, spike grenades were dealing high damage, but not requiring as much precision as a frag or plasma grenade. To address this, we're bringing the behavior of Halo Infinite's spike grenade more in line with Halo 3's spike grenade by tightening the explosion cone and reducing the damage radius while increasing the number of flechettes. And I have no idea if that's actually what that word is or how to pronounce it, but I'm going to say flechettes.
No, that's right. That's correct.
Thank you.
There's flechette rounds for like shotguns too.
Oh, there we go. Look at me. I'm smart, except I'm not. The changes include increase the number of flechette submunitions that are released on detonation from 8 to 16.
Damn, I thought 8 was enough.
Yeah.
To be honest.
They doubled the fucker. They doubled the fucker. So let's continue. Jagged, welcome back. Good to see you as well. Reduced flechette travel distance from 5 world units to 3.5. Reduced area of effect damage radius from 3.2 to 2. Reduced area of effect damage amount from 300 damage to 160, so basically having that. Adjusted flechette bounce behavior to deviate less. And renders of 2 spike grenades on a banished background. Okay. Who the fuck cares about that one? But hey, so they're like bringing everything, like they're just honing everything in, literally.
Yeah.
But they're increasing the amount of fuckers that pop off.
It just sounds like they want that to be like a bigger area of denial. I guess not bigger, but like a more, like you said, it's more precise area of denial.
Yeah. So they just wanted to make it so like, hey, if you nail the area with it, you'll kill the fucker that's in there. But like if you have it off a little bit and you don't nail where you're supposed to nail it, then you're probably not going to kill them.
Yeah, I like that they're changing the consistency of the bounce behavior.
Yes.
Because there's sometimes you think you're just out of the way and one of those things just goes fucking straight.
Slams you. Bob says if it's like the Halo 3 spike nade, you're going to need to stick them to kill them if they're full health. We'll have to wait and see, man. We'll have to wait and see. I just know that there's been a lot of contention around the spike nade ever since it's been in the game, ever since the game released, and one of the biggest complaints is its inconsistency.
Yeah.
Where if like sometimes you'll miss them straight up, other times you'll hit them with a spike and it feels like they die. It's like you never know really what you're going to get. So hopefully it feels better now. Dynamo grenades. Similar to the spike grenade, we wanted to make sure the dynamo grenade was being used more deliberately during gameplay. To do this, we reduced the area of effect, reduced the chain reaction distance, and removed its movement slowdown properties while slightly increasing its damage potential. Here are the changes. Reduced shock area of effect distance from 3.5 world units to 2. Reduced the shock chain distance from 5 world units to 2. Increase the shock damage per burst from 18 to 21. Removed the movement stun from shock damage. That's going to be fucking huge.
That's nice.
Yep. Lowered arming time from 0.65 to 0.5 seconds. Reduced delay between shock damage pulses from 0.3 to 0.25 seconds. And added 1 additional shock damage pulse at 2.5 seconds.
So again, they're
buffing damage slightly.
Right, but you have to be more precise.
Yes. And that no slowdown when you're getting hit that's huge.
Well, yeah, sometimes say you're on Aquarius and you're in util.
Mm-hmm.
It's, they have
Kinda
spikes.
fucked.
You're not getting out of there if they throw both.
So we'll have to wait and see on that one too.
Yeah.
Ronan asks, is Argyle CTF getting reduced to 3 caps? And Hero says no, but it's still a trash pile. Look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you.
Nice.
Leaning into the flavor of the show. Love it. Ronan, for what it's worth, Tashi did say that 3 flag is coming soon, right? Like
they're working.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Something to that effect.
Who the fuck knows when it's going to happen, but maybe. Okay, this is just a strict maybe. It'll be released in the May update on Wednesday. Maybe it'll be in the patch notes. I would expect them to say that, like, I kind of would have expected them to say it in this article if that was going to be the case, because these are like bigger changes, and that's pretty big change that affects all of ranked.
Yeah.
But the fact it's not, I don't know. So strictly speaking, I don't know. I think it'd be cool if they included in the Wednesday update. And in the patch notes, it said, hey, reduced it for Argyle and Empyrean. Is that it? Because Bazaar's not in it anymore.
Yeah, and they were talking about leaving Aquarius to 5. Because
Aquarius can stay 5. Yeah, Aquarius can stay 5. Oh, there's Daddy. Daddy. Welcome back, man. Super glad we aren't waiting half a year between lands again like last year. I mean, still waiting fucking, what was it? Was it February with Charlotte?
Yeah.
February to March, April, May, June. So about 4 months. Yeah. Now, granted, I will say as soon as we get to June to the end of the season is like a LAN a month.
It's go, go, go.
Yes, which is great. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's awesome, right? It's the fact that we had to wait so long between Charlotte and even the Dallas, even DreamHack Dallas. Like, that wait, again, too fucking long. Way too fucking long. So, whatever. And then Shroud Screen. In Ranked Arena, the Shroud Screen will be updated to have 1 charge upon pickup. So there you go. That means live fire, you won't be able to use it all the time.
Yeah.
Basically get 1 setup for OS, whatever it may be. And
no multiple uses on streets for like ball rotation or just hill setup, whatever you need. You have to be more strategic.
That's right. Assassin says, you guys always nail it. I wouldn't go that far. We definitely don't always nail it. Trust me. I know from replies of people that we don't always nail it. But I appreciate that. So it says, especially for Worlds, you shouldn't have a 5-month land break before Worlds. Yeah, it's insane, man. It's absolutely insane. Like I said, the as soon as we get to June to the end of the season, awesome. Like a LAN a month, it's going to feel great. There's really no downtime. Go, 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 go. But man, when the roadmap was revealed for this year, when the roadmap was released for this year, and you saw that break, that 3 to 4 month break again, I'm like, I fucking thought we got away from this.
I mean, it's not as large as the last one, and I think they compensated with the, a lot of the 4Ks being now, and then you're right, even to DreamHack is quite a ways,
and we were supposed to have like that optic major was actually supposed to be an EU major, but whatever. It is what it is. It still sucks. Don't get me wrong. I feel for that community terribly. It sucks, but here we are. So yeah, Shroud Screen, love that change, to be honest with you. I like the plays that a Shroud Screen enables you to make. I also don't like it being overutilized, if you know what I mean. I like it having a reduced amount, so you really have to think strategically on how you want to use it. They do respawn, don't get me wrong, but like I like how you only get 1 off the bat, can't spam it, and you really have to think about what you're going to do. Love that idea. Sounds good, Overkill. Have a great day, man. Enjoy the audio show when it releases tonight.
Yeah.
That's it for the competitive news. And like I said, we'll get to the casual updates related to the Wednesday update later on in the show. But without further ado, Will, what do we got next?
Rostermania! All right, some Rostermania to go over. It's finally official. Complexity put out the news that Monster and Collect have joined the squad.
Took them fucking long enough to put a goddamn tweet out. Jesus Christ.
But it's finally official, so congrats to them.
Right. Maybe
something we already know.
Maybe the maybe the I's need to be dotted, the T's need to be crossed. You know what I mean? Like before they can actually make the announcement. But for fuck's sake, like, oh man, it's just annoying when all these things happen, right? And then like they literally compete in more than one tournament together as a team, and there's still no official announcement yet. And now we fucking got one. So whatever. Ronan says coming up later, the death of the CDL. Hey, who knows, man? Who the fuck knows? Beth with the 36-month resub-a-reno. You get a woo! Thug Nasty, welcome back. This is Fine a fucking Lee. Hey, Fine a fucking Lee as well. I agree. We're back, baby.
All
After you.
Next up, Quad steps away from Halo. This was put out there by Quad.
Oh, I should say, hold on.
Oh,
for the time being. There.
okay.
Sorry, I should have clarified that.
All good.
Okay.
Now I get to read. I'm going to zoom in so I can maybe read this a little better.
Do it up, man.
Quad states, hi everyone that might stumble across this. I've come to the decision to stop playing Halo for the time being. The main reason being is that my life has been like juggling plates for the last 12 months or so, between full-time work, my partner, friends, and seeing family. I try to play as many hours as possible. However, I think it's time to close this chapter of my life for now. People may say I'm an idiot because we've pretty much qualified for the Invitational now, and we're salaried team. I'm stumbling a lot tonight. I apologize.
It's okay.
On this occasion, I've chosen happiness over everything else, and it does kill me because I'm extremely passionate about Halo and love the events. However, it means sacrificing all my spare time to the point where I'm mentally drained every day of the week, which has taken its toll on the rest of the relationships in my life. I want to say thank you to J-Lings who have supported me and the team, through the first year into the second year. They truly, man, woo,
fuck.
They truly are people that care about players, and I have nothing bad to say about them and wish them all the best. To the lads, Rob, Perry, Bran, and Jack, I have no doubt you will do well in the near future and beyond, and wish you the best moving forward. Like I say, I'm not sure how long this is going to be for, but for now, the right thing to do is focus on other parts of my life so I can get my head back on. Lots of love. Is it Kieran?
Yeah.
Kieran. There we go. Sorry for stumbling so much there, but Quad stepping away for now.
Yes, and good on him for determining that that's the best step for him and coming to that conclusion himself and actually taking that step to not only better himself, but better the relationships in his life. I think that's great. Quad, we hope to see you back, obviously, when things hopefully get better for you. And I mean, hey, hopefully the scene's still here when you come back. Am I right? Am I right?
Anyway.
Feels dire straits at some point in time. Just going to throw that out there.
Lunchy might be done with Halo. Here's the next one. Might be.
Yep.
States, I never thought the day would come, but I think I'm done with Halo. Might be time to move on. The ANZ community is in shambles, and I still can't play ranked after 6 months without a VPN. Understand how that can be frustrating, for sure.
Yes. Lunchy, for those who don't know, is a huge proponent of grassroots stuff in the Australia, New Zealand region. We've had the pleasure of meeting him at an event as well. Mm-hmm. Great dude. And bringing it back to the whole, not having an EU LAN, not having an EU major this year when that was initially in the cards, but clearly things have changed. It's just, and I understand, I want to preface here that I don't want to point the blame at anybody, and I'm not trying to finger point or anything like that. Because I understand that those at the HCS have to work alongside those at 343, have to work alongside those at Microsoft. There's money involved. It's business at the end of the day. I understand it's a difficult job to do. So I'm not trying to blame anybody or anything on this. It's just when one of the huge proponents of the HCS moving into Infinite was to broaden out the horizon and really solidify the HCS within other regions that are not just North America, then come to see, oh, we were going to have a Mexico major. Oh, we were going to have a European major. Oh, now Australia and New Zealand players, I think Scoobmeister literally tweeted out that 4 teams signed up and they automatically qualified.
Yeah.
It just fucking sucks, man. Yo, Sunzel, thank you for the fucking raid. That's insane. Holy shit. Sunzel Raiders, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a great night. Welcome, welcome. So, back on my little tangent here. To Lunchy, to everybody that is trying to hold down the fort in the Australia, New Zealand region, in the Mexico region, in the EU region, around the world, Japan, for fuck's sake, please understand that we appreciate you greatly, and all we want is for your regions to fucking thrive All we want is for your players to make names for themselves and compete at the highest level. That's all we ever want. And know that we are also upset. We are greatly upset when these announcements come out of, oh, this was going to happen, but it's not going to happen anymore. And, oh, we are going to expand to other regions. Oh, we haven't heard anything for a year, right? I'm sorry. Truly, truly feel for you, and it absolutely sucks. Son, thank you so much. D. Lockhart, thank you for the follow. And STK Fitty, thank you for the follow. Ogre 1? That's not real. That can't be real. But thank you for the follow. That can't be real. Thank you for the follow, though. It's real? No fucking way.
Account created July 13th, 2011. Verified.
I'm going to shit my pants.
Holy shit.
I'm going to shit my pants. The Ogre 1
has entered the chat
of native gaming fame. Get it? That's a joke because he just joined native gaming. It's not like he won countless tournaments before. LOL. That's crazy. Regardless, thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And congratulations on joining the native gang. And thanks again, Son, for the fucking raid, man. That's insane. Thank you so much, dude. The 11th best player ever.
No.
Chiro, get out of here.
Oh, no.
Relax. And Daddy with the bit.
Of course.
And Pharaoh with the bit.
The weekly bit.
Hashtag bit by bit. I fucking, oh my God, dude. Is that it for Rostermania?
Oh, yeah. That's it for Rostermania.
Awesome.
You were talking. You could have closed it out.
I'm sorry. It's okay. It's your segment. I apologize for talking over it.
All good, my man.
Upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. Hashtag fuck Maddie. Wednesday, May 10th. The Australia-New Zealand Challenger Series Week 2. See, that's what I'm fucking talking about right there. A community, grassroots-driven event in the Australia-New Zealand region that has just been announced. Week 2's happening. Fucking go support. And then the Vuelta and EXYL Team European FFA Spring Series Finals is taking place as well. Go make sure to check that out. On Friday, May 12th to Saturday, May 13th, we have the HCS FaZe 4K Open Series for North America, the DreamHack Dallas Qualifier. That's a fucking dumbass mouthful because, of course, they had to make that the DreamHack Qualifier. And here are your 12 auto-qualified teams. Optic Gaming, FaZe, Space Station, Native Red, G1, Native White, Complexity, Sentinels, The Avengers, Shopify Rebellion, Proton Gaming, and Cloud9 in that order per seed. It's okay, Thug. It's okay. On Saturday, May 13th, we have the HCS 4K Open Series for Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, and EU. Again, they are all DreamHack Dallas qualifiers. Because of course they are. And then on Sunday, May 14th, we have the Navi and the Navi and Europa Halo Spring Series Open number 2. And then finally, I included the HCS monthly calendar for May 2023 by the HCS. So go check that out in the Google Doc, the show notes of the show, !, show notes in the chat. There you go.
There you go.
Ronan, I don't have a heart on. Relax, bro. Okay? Relax. You'll know if I ever did. This fucking table would be rocking.
Oh my God.
Let's make my fucking dick is, bitch. It's my show. I can say what the fuck I want. I don't care. This is what happens.
I can't.
This is what happens when we're not, like, we did that earlier show on that Friday.
Yep.
And then we had, like, basically a week, like, over a week off.
Right.
And now we're back, and I'm like, oh, I fucking have this pent up sexual energy. You know what I mean?
The show.
Good Lord.
The show shouldn't be where you get out your fucking pent up sexual energy, man.
I mean, over one following us. How can I not? You know, STK Fitty as well. Goddamn. Fucking whoo. Chubbies for days. All right. Well, that's it for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo Esports needs. Hashtag fuck Maddie. Scrim Tournament League recaps, Will. What do we got?
We got the Halo Hub BTB Invitational results. your first place team was Team XLR8.
Accelerate.
Accelerate.
He's here.
Hey. And he put his own hashtag in there.
Look at that. It's like he knows.
Accelerate makes more sense looking at that.
It is.
See, coming from the audio mindset, XLR input is what I read. And then I'm like, hey.
But that would be wrong.
It would be wrong because it was accelerate. Anyway, it included BZ, Wolfrain, Carson, Active, Encore, or is that supposed to be Envor?
It's Envor. Autocorrect fucked it.
Druck, Manny Bohm, Storyboard Ben, Maximum Killjack, Ragbry, and Accelerate. What?
I'm fucking dying. Ikuza says, for fuck's sake, thanks a lot, JK. Now whenever I see the death shake, I know your 9-inch Wagyu steak is hitting it.
So you see what you've done to our chat?
Actually, you want a deep cut? It's actually 24 feet. Soft.
Oh, the high school jokes are
Yeah,
back.
that's a high school reference. None of you will understand. It's okay. Will gets it. That's all that matters.
All right. And then from apparently Michael B, I'm guessing this came from Twitter.
It
He
did.
says, Accelerate's team was on the loser's side of the bracket, yet only had to win one series in the grand finals. Very strange and not normal procedure for a tournament. They literally won the tournament despite the series being 1-1. I know you are calling it an invitational, but Accelerate was literally calling it a tournament on Twitch, so it should be treated like a real tournament using standard tournament rules.
I didn't look at the actual tournament rules. I'm only including that just in case whether or not it was listed in the tournament rules. I don't fucking know. So Tools might be able to explain further. I know that you guys were producing on the production side, but I don't know if you guys had a hand in making the rules or knew what the rule book was. I'm just throwing that out there. I have no fucking idea. Yeah. But there's that. Carnage with the fucking 9-month resub. You get a woo!
Yeah, and it really comes down to what the rules were set for this tournament. Like, it's its own thing. They set the rules. Anyway.
Yeah. What was the question about the rules? Was there supposed to be a grand finals reset? Was there supposed to be a grand final bracket reset?
For the Halo Hub BTB Invitational.
Ronan says Josh has been full of himself since he killed that spider. Dude, that spider got fucked up. No grand finals reset. Hey, Michael B. Fucking wrong, bro.
There we go.
Continue.
Next up, EGL. Europe Halo Infinite 4v4 results. Mm-hmm. And here we go. In fourth place, or fourth, I should say, was NR1234. This was... Gotta zoom in on the graphic. Desire, Shabby Dagger, One No, and Evolution, or Evolution. Anyway, other third, fourth place team was Too Talented. Squidge, Afenkin, Lemon, and Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide?
305. Second place went to Cat Smile Gaming. This was Squashy Mazurkas. I'm just Marine and Warlord, and first went to Quadrant, Sika Chick, Legend, and SLG.
Oh my god.
Pull out Pitbull references now.
It's not my fault that the person's name was Pitbull. Oh.
Next up, HCS Open Series, Australia, New Zealand results. In fourth place, we had Vertex Esports. It's a Schoolmeister, Ryu, Ingestix, and Divinity. Third went to 95X Esports. This was Rice, Man of Chicken, Midon, and Nobles. Second went to Mind Freak, Plasma, Benji, Pips, and Beastin. And first went to Divine Mind, Sways, Slays, Berserk, and Rated.
Slays and Sways.
Yeah. Open Series for Mexico. Fourth place went to Event Horizon. This was I Not Jerry, Lunatics, Destroys, and Spady 2.
We still need to figure out who that person actually is if it's not Jerry. If Jerry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If he's not Jerry, who is he?
Who are you? I Not Jerry.
Third went to CNX. This was Roach, Gambino, Goroloco, and Atso.
I Not Jerry. You Jerry.
It's like that, did anyone see that Among Us video where they're like, who saw me? Like, they all have different freaking weird pronouns for everybody. Like, anyway, it's great.
Thug, yes, they will, but you could DM on or send it to Maddie, and Maddie can post it. Juan knows what you're talking about, Will. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you, Juan. Where was I? Second went to Six Karma, Lure, Strikey, Acid, and Sepsters. And first went to Luminosity Gaming, Bullet Magico, Noble, and Drift. Taking it home again. Here we go. Maddie's got it.
Thanks, Maddie.
HCS Open Series for EU. In fourth place went to J-Lings. This was Septic, to Foxy, Respectful, and Quad. Third was, oh my God, Awaba Bobs. But I think we were told that was wrong last week or last time. But anyway, Lumizer, Glory, Flux, and Moe's. Second went to Quadrant, Legend, SLG, Sika, and Chick. And first went to Navi, Snipe Drone, Jimbo, Snakey, and Z Mighties.
Congratulations to Navi on that one.
Yeah.
Big win. Competition's only getting stiffer at the top. That wasn't a dick reference either. Now that I fucking realize
you made
it.
one.
Now I did.
It's gonna be.
Akuza says a Wabba Bob is. Oh wait, it's not a Wabba Bob, is it?
No,
we talked about this. Oh
Bobos?
shit. A whoa Bobob.
Well,
We're gonna do the same shit we did last week.
fuck.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter.
European FFA Spring Series Open number 7.
I'm crying.
Fourth place went to Joper. Third went to Jimbo. Second, Millsy. And first, Warlord, taking it home. Getting those top 56 points.
And deebity doobity.
Next tournament, Navi in Europa Halo Spring Series Open number 1. In fourth place, we had BH3 Esports, Warlord, Sunriz. I'm going to say it's Marcus. And then Bastos. Third was Jump Out Gang, Kimbo, Lunny, Millsy, and Sticka. Second went to Awobowos. However you fucking say it. Lumizer, Flux, Glory, and Moe's. First went to Navi, Jimbo, Mighty, Snakey, and Snipe Drone.
I still prefer, I know it's wrong, but I still prefer to say Awaba Bob, because then you go Awaba Bob, do 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 do. Awaba Bob, do 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 do. Awaba Bob, do 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 do.
Oh, I missed it. Fuck it. Anyway. There we go.
Wait,
Enjoy.
am I saying it right? We were told we were wrong last time we said that.
Awaba Bob.
Do 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 do.
So yeah, we were told. Yeah, anyway.
We're right. Okay, fuck everybody. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awaba Bob.
Do 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 do.
Moving on to the qualifiers here. 4K Open Series qualifier for Australia and New Zealand. We have qualified for pool play.
Qualify for poo play.
Fuck. Pool play, Australia, New Zealand. It's Team Yeah.
Zard with the deep cut on the show. Remember?
Oh,
I was right.
Fuck. Man. Oh, yes. I do remember that.
Thank you all so much for hanging out today. Hope you guys are having a great night. Clearly, I'm having a great time. Play Platt, welcome back.
All right, teams for Australia and New Zealand.
Indeed.
HCS 4K Open Series qualifier. Team Yeah, which was Hendrilo, Cheesin, Takorai, and Spectre.
Yeah. Like
Spectre.
James Bond
Like
movie.
James Bond movie, yeah. And the other team was Halo GPT. Wyven, Macing Me, Elements, and Oh My God, I Rip You. So there you go. They're moving on.
Awesome.
The open qualifier for Mexico, Fourth Musketeers, because there can't be 3 of them.
Correct.
Dolan Season, Gutsy, Grimsty, and the Deity Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm going to say this wrong. I'm going to try.
You're going to try to say it wrong?
No. Fuck off. Ella Bilasola. It was Destroyer, Spady, Lunatics, and Nebulosi. Qualifier for EU. First team, nice try. Mus Young. Ask Ryzen. Brainiac and Azamat. And Regain, Nemains, Shabby Dagger, Squashy, and Desire.
Funny how easy that one was in comparison to all the other ones. You know what I mean? God.
Anyway. And then the qualified teams for North America. Kind of wondering who was going to take those spots, realistically.
Yes.
It ended up being Mantra with Super CC, Ace, Mortally, and Septify. Status Quo, King J, Piggy, Cherished, and Diagram. Locked, Onvord, Tony Sun, Jazero, and Arctic. And then last but not least, Lies, Kid Nasty, Facky JV, Sylvanic, and Seven? I'm going to go Seven.
So even.
Like Subboy.
Okay.
Seven.
Okay.
And that's it. That's it for the tournament league recaps.
Tool says Kid Nasty next up. We'll have to wait and see. Saheven. It's just 7. No. It's even. Just a few changes I make in Halo Ranked. Replace Camo with Ovi on Argyle, the first style trash pile. Replace drop walls with side thrusts on streets. Change snipes to stalker on Empyrean. Yeah, who knows, man? Danny with the 3-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much, Danny. Welcome back. Yeah. Danny Phantom.
All right.
And play Pat. I only hope that he is doing well. Speaking about his comment, he commented about like Pistola.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Just hope he's doing well, man.
Yeah.
Really do. He just goes by 7. Let us have fun, Tools, okay? Don't be a fucking fun wrecker, all right? Don't wreck our goddamn fun, Tools.
Maddie gets a kick out of me pronouncing name runs anyway. So,
yeah.
It's fine.
There you go. What a boys. Hope both are doing well. Hope you're doing well, Danny. Danny Phantom.
All right. Should we move on to the topic?
To the topic. The HCS Open Series North American Finals results. This was a 2K, not a 4K. Half the points, half the resolution. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Fucking A. All right. Notable series. I only have a few here. Okay. Because realistically, this kind of played out how you'd a little bit expect it to. So not a huge, crazy shakeups or anything like that. But there were a couple cool things that happened during this tournament. And it all started in the winner's bracket semifinals where SSG went up against FaZe. Now, keep the following in mind, right? This is an online tournament, ladies and gentlemen. But at the same time, we do know that SSG don't typically perform well online. Okay? Yeah. They're not terrible by any means, but they don't typically perform to what we expect their standard to be online. That's kind of the story behind them, right?
Yeah.
SSG, formerly Cloud9. Okay? And FaZe are kind of dominant wherever they play, right? Kind of expected. They have a powerhouse roster. They were kind of formed to take down Optic,
right,
as you will.
Yeah.
So this was a pretty big series to kick off the winter semifinal. And here we go. I'm not even going to talk about game 1. I want to get right into game 2. Game 2 was Slayer on Streets. FaZe are playing a very aggressive game, which is allowing them to dictate the pace of the game, gain control of back-to-back rockets, and earn an 8-kill lead at the halfway mark, 24-16. Then, once they no longer had numbers advantage and SSG got some crucial kills, the game slowed to an absolute crawl. With yet another 8-kill lead, though, and a fresh set of rockets, it looked like the game was all but over for SSG. But with 7 unanswered kills, SSG were right back in it, briefly tying the game at the 37-37 mark. FaZe regained a slight lead, but then the clusterfuck that was the end of the game started from the moment Snakebite had a rocket hit a wall, thanks to desync. Now, if you go back and look at the clip from Snakebite on Twitter, he clearly is not aiming at the wall. Okay? Clearly not aiming at the wall. All right? Enlarged, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the large. Welcome to the large show. Welcome to the live show. With both teams fighting and dying for rockets, both teams were trading kills back and forth, all up until Renegade gets a clutch double kill with a rocket of his own, gaining his team the lead 47-45, and with 3 members of SSG on the respawn screen, the game, again, all but over for the SSG boys. And ladies and gentlemen, here's where the breakdown occurred. Renegade, knowing Bound and Penguin are running from Cafe to A, pushes out Cafe and gets annihilated by the waiting SSG players, 48-46. Royal 2 is also taken out in another fight across the map, 48-47. Snakebite then overextends Cafe to get taken out 48-48. That was kind of the one that I did not understand why he did that. Renegade died. He knew that players were at A, and his teammate also died. Yet he decides to overextend and push out from Cafe. So I didn't understand that play. He probably had a reasoning behind it. I just didn't understand it. It didn't matter.
Maybe he thought damage was down or something.
Maybe. Bound is able to take out Frosty after flanking around Cafe from C, 49-48 in favor of SSG. With all of FaZe now spawning in C, SSG have the advantage of getting into a better position on the map. FaZe pushes a team up driveway towards B and are able to take out Penguin, now 49-49. Renegade's able to grab a fresh set of rockets, uncontested, and pushes towards Cafe with his teammate Royal 2 at his side. But unfortunately for him, he wouldn't even be able to put those rockets to use as Eco gets the melee kill on Frosty to win the game, 50-49. Oh, man. Gray, welcome to the live show. He definitely moved his crosshair a little to the right. It really didn't look like he hit that wall from his clip. Like, when I saw it happen, I literally said to myself, he doesn't do stuff like that. Like, Snakebite of all people doesn't make plays like that.
Right.
Penguin was running up steps into A, and like, he clearly had the kill on him if that rocket would have not hit the wall and killed him at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Good thing that rocket didn't have any impact on the game. It was a weird moment. Game 3 was Strongholds on live fire. It was a pretty back and forth game to start out, with both teams fighting for control and getting points on the board, but there's one play in particular that I want to talk about. With Overshield coming up at the 4-minute mark, all of FaZe are starting to make their move from Dummy's side, while Bound works on converting B to the SSG side. With Penguin going down and Stellar fighting off the onslaught to Overshield, FaZe looked in position to get away scot-free with the power-up. But with an incredible nade before going down, Stellar gets Royal 2 and Eco is able to take down Snakebite. Frosty's outshot by the overextending Eco around the backside of OS, and the OS goes in the hands of SSG while all 4 players are down for FaZe, and Bound is then securing the triple cap on C. So Bound able to do his own fucking thing, get B and C basically, and they went on to win the game, 250-141, and Bound had an out-of-body game going 24-10-10. 24-10-10. Like, what the fuck? That man was on another level in that game. Like, unfucking believable. Game 4 was CTF on Argyle. That versatile trash pile, if you know what I'm saying. Heading into an overtime with the SSG flag right outside the FaZe base, SSG were able to get the kills needed to end the overtime, win the game 2-1, and the series 3-1. Sending FaZe to losers bracket. In the winners bracket final, I would talk about these games, but let me just give you the scores, and you'll hear the story you can formulate the story all by yourself. Okay? Here are the scores. Game 1, King of the Hill on recharge, 4-0. Game 2, Slayer on Aquarius, 50-34. And Game 3, Oddball on Livefire, 2-0. Who do you think won?
No idea.
Optic Gaming. Yeah. Optic Gaming won that series.
Yeah.
You can figure out your own story according to that series. It was a fucking slaughter. The losers bracket final had SSG going up against FaZe. And again, you can formulate your own stories here because FaZe just looked flat in this series. SSG dominated basically all throughout. SSG won 3-0. So SSG beating FaZe in the winners bracket semifinal 3-1 to then 3-0 them in the losers bracket final. Again, this is only online, right? So take that as you will. But again, we typically never see SSG, formerly Cloud9, perform as well as they did in this tournament online. That typically doesn't happen. They're not bad by any means. We just typically don't see that kind of level of dominance, especially against a team who is supposed to be a super team, if you will, formulated to take down Optic. So there's that. Collect with the 3-month resub. Thank you, sir. You get a woo! Greatly appreciated, Collect. Glad to see you on another team, obviously, and officially at this point in time. God damn. And I mean what I said. You and Monster and your other teammates, go turn some heads. Go turn some heads at the next event. Please. Shut people up. For the love of God, shut people up. That's all I want. Do it for me. I know I don't matter, but do it for me, okay? Please. And then the grand finals, Optic against SSG. Now, Optic have only dropped a single map all tournament long, and it was during this series, losing Game 3, King of the Hill on live fire in a very close 2-3. But once that game was lost, Optic decided to end the series in dominant style, winning Game 4, Oddball on Recharge 2-0, and the series 3-1, and they win the 2K. So they definitely were not sleeping in this 2K. Okay?
Yep.
We have a 4K coming up this weekend.
Excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. It's where the rubber meets the road, if you will. And we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Collect, you better fucking do it. So, real quick, your placings for the 2K that happened. In 7th and 8th, you had Sentinels and Cloud9. In 5th and 6th, you had the Avengers and Gamers First. In 4th, Native Gaming Red. 3rd was FaZe. 2nd is Space Station. And 1st was Optic Gaming. FaZe will rig it? Oh, come on, man.
No.
Jesus Christ. I wonder... We're not at our Optic major predictions yet, and we're not even at our DreamHack Dallas predictions yet. But, you know what I'm genuinely wondering?
What's that?
You know how Optic fans are.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And you know how people are that are against Optic. Right?
Sure.
Two completely, different dynamics with the same viewpoint. Our team's the best, fuck every other team.
Right,
and
right.
Their team's the worst, hell yeah, every other team. You know what I mean? So, I wonder what happens... Again, hypothetically speaking, I'm not trying to will this into existence because I have them winning the Optic Major. I have Optic winning the Optic Major. I think that home crowd is going to be insane. But what if they lose?
Right.
What if Optic lose their home major? What's going to be the story out of that? And again, I'm predicting that Optic win it. Don't get me wrong. My preseason predictions are locked in. But what if they lose? That's going to be insane.
I think it depends on who they lose to. We know FaZe is technically the number 2 contender.
Yeah.
Space Station's trying to make a run at that right now.
Absolutely.
But I think Optic still remain to be the best of the best, and they have yet to be disproven on LAN.
FaZe hasn't had an invitational or a major play, Pat. FaZe has an online 4K. They're hosting an online 4K this weekend.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about the FaZe Invitational. I know what you're talking about.
The one last season?
Yes, last season. I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I fucking was like, they didn't.
Yeah, that was Optic's first win.
Yeah. Yeah. because that was right before a major.
KC.
And then Sentinels won KC.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, Sentinels won KC. That was a different roster? Yes, it was a different roster. That is very true. Very true indeed. Drastically different roster. Like 3/4 a different roster. So, actually, no. I think there was a whole different roster, wasn't it? Renegade wasn't even on the team at that point. He was still on Cloud9.
Yep.
Completely different roster. Regardless, we're way off topic here. But yeah, I just wonder what's going to happen if they lose their home major. That's going to be crazy. I don't think it'll happen, though, because I think that home crowd is going to be just insane. I just want to say Lethal was frying for Sentinels on Thursday before we get into the next topic. People hate on him for dumbass reasons.
I really do wonder how much those headphones block out the noise at a major.
You can still hear, apparently.
Some things.
Yeah. No, they said you can hear crowd noise.
Yeah.
Like if you're screaming loud enough, they said you can hear them. Like they can hear you in the crowd.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
But no, real quick on the whole Lethal thing, like people need to, I know people are always going to do it because, you know, it's the internet and it's Twitch chat and shit like that, but people need to get off Lethal, man. Leave him alone. Dude's a fucking gamer. He still has skills, incredible skills. Still one of the best players in the game. And yeah, fuck all the haters, man. Fuck them. That's it for our topic. CRFM, welcome back, says, Optic fan here. There is no HCS without competition. May the best team win. If Optic won every time, boring. Look at you.
Yeah.
Man, if only everybody held that same mentality. Captain says, speaking of online connection, have we covered Sparty going back and forth whether he's moving to Texas? I'm voting for a move. I mean, hey, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Good luck to him. Frankly, I don't care what he does because it's not my life and it doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form. If he does decide to move, I hope the connection's better for him. If he doesn't decide to move, I hope he made the best decision for him. Otherwise, I don't fucking care. Optic feeds on the green wall cheers. It's like their spirit bomb. I hope, man. I think it's going to be a great event regardless. Swear to God, Kratos with 3-0 Optic on him. So, Jesus, get out of here, Yakuza. Good Lord. Good Lord. Oh, my God. Fucking carnage, dude. Okay.
All right.
Moving on to some regular news.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Jesus Christ, I said map. May update preview. This is for the casual side of things and not the ranked and competitive side. This is by
Unisheck.
Did you do that the last time or
no?
no?
I was waiting for you to say it.
I never said it.
Nope. You just went right into it.
It's funny how I remembered that because I didn't remember it being hit before. That's great. Oh, man. All right. Mode updates, Super Fiesta, it's coming back. Who fucking cares? Forge, the May update will bring a nice quality of life update to Forge in the form of PC screenshot uploading and numerous bug fixes. This includes improvements of the Z fighting movement controls, Forge monitor movement speed, and more. And then there's other things, so that's fun. FPS counter on Xbox. Yay. And then UX UI. In this update, we're also excited to be rolling out a few highly requested improvements to our menus. Guys, yo, Captain Mo, thank you for the sub. You get a woo! Guys, it's happening. It's fucking happening. The meme and the joke can die, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a little bit.
Because guess what? The UI can handle it a little bit more. Holy shit! The matchmaking menu will also receive an update which will allow twice as many playlists to be visible at once, from 5 to 10. Woo! Before needing to scroll down. Though this change means the playlist images will be moved into each specific playlist details, presenting more playlist variety up front is worth it to the players. Tool says, from what I've heard about what's under that desk, it can't handle it. My 9-inch Wagyu steak. My 24 feet soft dick.
Oh, okay.
Also, custom browser is going to be accessible from the custom game option right in the main menu, so that's fun. Last but certainly not least, a selection of bundles from previous seasons will be able to be purchased through the customization menu. When checking out an item that was part of an eligible bundle, players will now be presented with an option to view and purchase that bundle from the shop. Cool. Please note, previous season HCS bundles and current season bundles are not currently available for purchase. I saw somebody put out a post on Reddit. I'm going to dunk on them for a second. Bear with me, because Will, you're going to share the sentiment.
Okay.
Okay? To the person on Reddit that posted this, I'm not trying to personally attack you. I'm personally attacking your thought.
Well, okay.
Okay?
I mean,
I feel like such an asshole now. I'll fuck care, whatever. This person on Reddit was like, do you think they're ever going to bring back previous HCS bundles? Because I missed out on them and I'd like to buy them. 343 is only losing money on not bringing them back and allowing me to buy them. Now, on the one hand, I understand where you're coming from. FOMO is a motherfucker. Yeah. I agree, it fucking sucks. But on the other hand, sucks to suck, bro. I got my envy skins. Fuck you. Did you read my comment on that? I probably did, Tools, when I was looking through it. If you want to post it, or if you want to like send it to us in a DM, I can read it. Feel free. I remember reading it a while ago. Tashi said they're bringing them back in the future. Oh, fuck.
Except they won't be able to bring back teams that are no longer there.
Yeah.
So
the envy,
because the rights will be gone.
Yeah, so envy. Who else? Who's not part of the program anymore? I already forgot. KCP.
United.
Oh, wait, they never got accepted.
Don't do that. You're going to stir up a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I'm not stirring up anything. Chris says G2 and Fnatic. Oh, yeah. That's right.
United.
That's right. G2 and Fnatic. Here, Tools, I'll permit you. Hold on. Permit user. If that still doesn't work, I don't know. Don't quote me. I vaguely remember seeing him respond to someone about it. Well, Fresh, welcome back. And also, part of me hopes not. You know? Part of me hopes
Just
not.
leave it vaulted.
Yeah, leave it vaulted. That's kind of the whole point, right?
Yeah, it really bugs me, like, when games re-release stuff, like, that you thought maybe would never come back.
Yeah. I mean, the UI couldn't handle it anyway, let's be real.
Okay.
So. Whatever. So yeah, 5 to 10 playlists. Hell yeah. They're going to be the same ones, but hell yeah. The UI can handle more now. Holy shit. Oh, here's the quote. Thank you, Maddie. Fairly certain they have been clear that they will not come back. I would like if they made a core HCS set for each team, armor coating and BR skin that is always available. I think they should also think of making a coating that is drop only and have it when teams do their own events like the Optic Major or the FaZe 4K. I kind of like that idea. It'd be pretty dope. Seeing that Halo Infinite can now handle 10 playlists is worrying my CPU. I might need to buy more RAM and a better graphics card.
No.
LMAO. And then resolved issues. We've outlined a few improvements throughout this blog, but we had several more that we wanted to call out before wrapping things up. Here's a quick look at them. Various server and client stability improvements. Reduced server and game crashes. I'll believe that shit when I see it. Okay. Various theater and observer improvements and bug fixes. I'll believe that when I see it. Halo Infinite will no longer crash on launch when attempting to play on a PC that is below the minimum specifications. We already talked about that. That was on a previous one.
Yep.
Address an issue causing WASP gun jamming when playing with the bumper jumper control scheme.
Huh.
I
didn't even know that was a thing.
That's great. Good for them for fixing that weird thing. And cutscenes should no longer replay when relaunching the game. Yippee-ki-yay. Maybe OBS won't crash in between oddball rounds. Maybe the game will fucking work as intended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
I got some crashes to talk about later, too.
Yeah, crash me, daddy. The final piece of news is the Halo Discord stage highlights by 343. So, again, okay. Mini rant, just a small one.
Oh, okay.
Remember when I talked about how I wanted a singular source of truth?
Yeah.
For information to be posted upon. Whether that be the Halo Twitter, whether that be Halo Waypoint, whether that be a separate tweetair entirely, right? Just a single source of truth. So the Halo team decided that something new that they're going to do, this is the first one that they did, something new that they're going to do is do what's called a stage presentation or stage talk in their official Discord server. Now, they did record it, which is great, and they allow you to re-listen to the recording. That's awesome. I linked it in the Google Doc, the show notes of the show, exclamation point, show notes in chat. If you want to listen to it, I think it's like around an hour long. And they talked about some Forge stuff. They took like chat questions, stuff like that. What I want is for them just to have a singular source of truth. That's it. Is this thing cool that they did? Sure. It's cool. But I don't want to have to go fucking digging. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But here are the highlights. On the multiplayer side of things, 2v2 Community Collection and BTB Heavies are coming. Career progression is still being worked on and it's coming soon. For Forge, water and scalable effects are coming in Season 4, and campaign AI is still being worked on for a future release. For customization, regarding CrossCore, Sketch says the following. We don't have any updates to share today. We owe an update, and we'll share one as soon as we're able. Would love to get Sean in here for a future lunch chat. Cool.
All right.
And then Sketch also said regarding the campaign, I can't imagine Halo never having campaign experiences again, but we don't have any details to share today. That's it for the regular news. Color Games Watch! The rocker is still bad. Oh, but you guys won one of your matches. Yeah, against a fucking shit team. Then we lost against a good one.
That's normal.
The Rocker are not a good team. Moving on. I did not include it in the show, but yes, there was like a story that came out I think Activision put out a statement or whatever that they need to rethink. I'm paraphrasing here, but they basically need to rethink the viability of the league.
Yeah.
Like the Overwatch World League and the Call of Duty League. So who the fuck knows what's going to happen there? In the words of our show, we'll have to wait and see. That's it for Color Games Watch, where the rocker is still bad. It's time for Will's Adventures with an Haloverse and Apex Legends 2.
Yeah, so
What'd you play, Will?
played some Apex Legends, like you just said. Buddy Joey is getting back into it. I was like, fuck it, I'll hop on. I'm kind of getting into it now. I'm still bronze ranked because I didn't play any ranked games. But I'm cruising on up. I think I'm bronze 2 or 1 now, which is actually really easy to move through bronze. If you just survive to the top 5, you're getting points. Mm-hmm. You don't even have to get kills. You can just hide if you really want to. But obviously you shouldn't, because then you're not getting experience getting kills. But yeah, got a few dubs, couple ranked dubs, couple what is the public matches, got a couple
PUBG?
Yeah, you want to play some PUBG?
No, absolutely not.
So yeah, played some Apex, and then I have to talk about my Halo Rec League match, the Warriors versus Graphite. It is the quarterfinals, single elimination playoffs, so no losers bracket to run through. And I got some notes.
He's got the notes.
All right, so yeah. Game 1 was recharge on oddball. I flipped that. Should be oddball on recharge to make sense. But
hey,
recharge oddball.
It's okay.
We started off kind of slow. We lost round 1, 100-44. Game was even until the other team got a strong A-side hold. We couldn't break it. That's basically what it came down to. Round 2, Warriors, that's us, get off to a strong start and go up 45-10 when Riznak's game crashes.
Oh, no.
On the restart, we need 55 and they need 90. We get Riz back. We start loading into the game. My game crashes.
Are you fucking serious?
I try to join back up on the team. Halo Infinite servers are not available at this time. Could not connect to the game server. Full PC restart. Try to load back in. Cannot connect to the game server. Fuck. So sat there. They invited me and finally got back in. Anyway. Like I said, on the restart, we need 55. They need 90. Even though they needed 92, they just didn't realize those 2 points had ticked until... Anyway, 2 points, whatever. We go back and forth until Graphite get another A-hold. Score is 29-60, remember? They only need 30 points. We need... What would that be? 25 points. When we finally get a great pinch and clear out A, thanks to a call from Zarners, we hold the ball and get the round 2 win, which ends up being 100-70. Round 3. All I put in here is chaos, pure chaos. Here we go. Graphite breaks out C hold and plays ball breaks our C hold, mistype. The round is currently at 98-85. So we have 98, they have 85. They were set up for this play ball and they bring the ball gold. We rush and desperate as time is ticking down with Graphite at 96. I believe it was Darners and FaZe who push into gold and get the kill. We get the break, and despite an unfortunate team nade by me, at least everyone else was dead. Warriors get the ball, and the final score in round 3 ends up being 100-96. We take game 1. Game 2, Slayer on Empyrean. Even though I wrote recharge here, it was Empyrean. This is a long one. Get ready.
I'm ready. Dialed in.
Warriors are down 38-45 with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left, and the map comes to a standstill. We have both snipers after a play from Riz to steal the enemy sniper. Rockets and Overshield are coming up at the 2-minute mark, and we need to find a way to get back into this. Myself and FaZe push Rockets together. We get nades down, which allows FaZe to grab Rockets. And what a fortunate timing we got. FaZe fires the first rocket as 2 members push green and gets a double kill. Simultaneously, Riznak wins a fight at the underbridge area for Overshield. Game now 41-45. FaZe pushes down green after Zarners hits a body shot in long and gets the cleanup, 42-45. Zarners peeks down long again and hits a headshot on a player pushing out there first, trying to see FaZe in green, 43-45, a minute 25 left. FaZe is checking green and moving back to training when he catches a player going under bridge. He fires a rocket and then gets the kill, 44-45. 1 minute, 11 left. Everything slows down even more. No one is peeking for more than a millisecond. I'm sitting on our sword box, embarrassingly holding my 1-kill breadstick while my team is doing work. FaZe is on training watching sword. Riz is S2 looking for anyone peeking their tower sword area, and Zarn's holding down long and green with his snipe. Riz finally sees an enemy peek tower, hits the body, and then the headshot. Game tied 45-45 with 55 seconds left. I'm stuck on my sword box as someone is staring at me from their training. Riz makes his way to me trying to drop off Heatwave. He wanted to pick up a BR or the commando, so he had another shot to follow up with his snipe. I thought he was just giving me the Heatwave to protect anyone pushing through sword. Mm-hmm. He didn't care about me. He just wanted to pick up a different weapon. So for me, I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, he's tossing me Heatwave. The toss doesn't go far enough. It's still in the door, and I can't grab it because I'm being stared at from their training. And I just don't feel, after getting a fucking breadstick for the game, I don't feel comfortable in shooting at anyone. So Riz backs up to tower once more. A few seconds later, I call that the guy is still on training, and Riz makes his way back over. 8, 7, 6, 5. Riz slows, peeks the sword door, and gets the headshot of the member with 3 seconds left. We're up 46-45.
Holy shit.
At the same time, Zarners gets a stick with a plasma nade. The only downside is that he's right next to the other player, which would have killed them both. Fortunately for us, time runs out before the plasma goes off, and we win 46-45.
Wow.
It was so fucking intense.
Real quick, Zig, thank you for the 11th month resub. You get a woo! Greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
All right. We're up 2-0. Feeling pretty good after that. I think this is our game type we need the most work on.
Okay.
Game 3, Argyle flag. Here's what I'll say. Camo is king on this map. With the first camo grab, we were able to get a counter cap off the bat and go up 1-0.
Nice.
Both flags were pulled.
Yep.
We got the cleanup, got the flag back, scored. The rest of the game is scrappy. A lot of back and forth. Eventually, the game is tied at 1-1. With 2 minutes left, Graphite gets a camo pull and puts the flag in. They go up 2-1. And after we made a good push to get a pull, they hold on and win game 3. It's not. There's just a lot of BS. I don't want to call it maybe not BS, but just it was so back and forth. They got a couple of good timings and 2 camo pulls. Gets the flag.
Just have some things to work on.
Yep. Game 4, Stronghold Streets. We start with an 84-point run, but Graphite surges back and ties the game. It was really back and forth until the 124-point mark, where Graphite gets complete control and runs away with this game. Final score, 250-125. We're in a game 5. Don't want to blow the reverse sweep. Single elimination playoffs. Feeling pretty intense. Like any Slayer, a lot of back and forth to start the game. Mm-hmm. Around the 15 to 20 kill mark, our IGL Zarners makes the call to settle down and push together. And that is exactly what we did. They say Slayers really started at the 30 kill mark, and once we got there, we didn't look back. Final score, 50-37. We're moving on to the semifinals.
50-37. Jesus Christ.
That live fire game, you know when things like, oh, they fucking clicked for the team?
Yeah.
That was that game for us, where
Holy
we just,
shit.
Everything worked well. We were moving together. It was just the best we played. The best I've seen us play. So it was awesome.
That is awesome.
Link to the stream, please. There was no stream. We were not live on HRL. We are playing our semifinal match on Thursday, which is supposed to be streamed.
And I won't be able to be there.
Oh, yeah. Not going to happen?
Yeah, probably not. Probably not going to happen. But Shio and I talked, and we're like, that just means you have to make the finals now. Because then I can.
Oh. So, yeah. I guess I can pull theater VODs, but that's going to take forever.
Yeah, Carnage, it was supposed to be, but my wife and I are celebrating our wedding anniversary the week before our wedding anniversary, which, like, our wedding anniversary is a week from Thursday. So, yeah, and then we're celebrating this Thursday instead. And this Thursday is when that stream would happen and when I would be casting. And there's that. So, yay! Weddings are overrated, cast instead. Ha! Don't tell my wife that. Thanks, man. 10 years.
Yeah.
Fucking holy shit.
Yeah. Riz says we hit the flow state that game. Yeah, that's what that felt like. Things were just clicking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. You guys, especially that last Slayer, holy shit. Fucking annihilation, man.
Yeah.
You're going to see I added something to this show.
Oh, which...
Right there.
Here we go. That's all I played. Josh, what did you play?
I played some Halo Infinite for the community played it, and then we completed some challenges after the play it was over. I played some Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I started playing it. Do not play on performance mode. That's what I'm going to say. Play on quality mode if you're playing on console, because performance mode is rough. I played some Vampire Survivors. That game's fun as shit, and it's only like $5. Played some Gran Turismo 7 because I'm waiting for the new Forza to come out. So in the meantime, if I want a racing game to play, I either play that or Need for Speed. But I'm playing Gran Turismo right now. And then I'm playing some Breath of the Wild, where I've never beaten Breath of the Wild before, and I know Tears of the Kingdom releases this week. Like, and I already have it pre-ordered. I'm an idiot because I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild, but I'm at a point now where I get it. I get it now. I get why. Like, I played it a little bit, but I put it down because something else had probably come out at that time, and I just never continued with it. But now I'm in it to a point where I fucking understand why people love that game so much. It's very good. Ronan asks, did you play Redfall? Fuck no. Fuck no. No. I was genuinely excited for that game too. Like, it looked, if it was going to be a traditional Arcane game with multiplayer, with co-op multiplayer elements, I was very interested because, like, I really loved how the soundtrack was in the trailers. Like, it sounded just cool to me. I'm like, I want to fucking shoot vampires. That sounds dope. And then it comes out and it's like, oh God, this game's awful. Oof. So, Carnage, I saw your fucking tweet. You fucking, oh my God. Once Breath of the Wild grabs you, it doesn't let go. It really doesn't. I was literally playing it before we started the show. Will can attest to that.
Yeah, it was on that monitor right there.
So, there's that. That's what I played. Now, we're at the point in the show where we'd move to some shout-outs, but we're not going to move to some shout-outs. Instead, we're going to move to our second topic of the week, because I just literally added this topic as Will was running through Halo Rec League. So, our second topic of this week is the HCS Open Series 4K presented by FaZe, the DreamHack Qualifier predictions. Because pools were literally released, Will, as you were going through the Halo Rec League matches.
Perfect.
So, let's talk about some shit. Your auto-qualified teams include, again, Optic Gaming. This is in terms of seeding. Like, this is in order of seeding. Optic Gaming, FaZe Clan, Space Station, Native Red, G1, Native White, Complexity, Sentinels, The Avengers, Shopify Rebellion, Proton Gaming, and Cloud9. Your qualified open teams, which Will had already discussed, are Mantra, Status Quo, Locked, and Lies. Here are your pools. And as is tradition, we'll run through the pools, we'll run through our predictions for the pools, and then we'll just give an overarching prediction as to who we think is going to win the 4K. Sound good, Will?
Sounds good.
Pool A is Optic Gaming, Sentinels, The Avengers, and Lies. Will, who do you got taken who do you have taking the pool?
Optic.
Really? I'm going to throw a curveball in here.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's going to be Optic. That's kind of obvious. I almost got you. Who do you think takes second, though? A little tricky, huh?
I mean, they're right next to each other in seating.
They are.
I'm going to give it to Sentinels.
I'm giving it to the Avengers.
Yeah. Depends if Sentinels get quote-unquote tilted at all with the state of the game while they're playing.
Yep, it is an online event, so keeping that in mind. Riz says Optic, Avengers, Sentinels. That's what I say.
Okay.
Carnage, I might entertain that. I wouldn't have time. Like, hypothetically speaking, I might entertain that. Okay, so you're saying Optic Sentinels. I'm saying Optic the Avengers. And we just say Lies are out.
Yeah.
It's expected. Pool B. FaZe, Complexity, Shopify, and Locked.
Another close one with
Complexity and Shopify?
Yeah. I'm just going to run down the list. FaZe, Complexity. I don't think there's an upset there.
I'm actually going to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say FaZe, Complexity, Shopify taking third, and Locked. There you go. Pool C. Space Station, Native White, Proton, and Status Quo. You're going to think my prediction's crazy on this one.
Space Station, Native, Status Quo.
Space Station, status quo, Native.
Really?
Native have not been doing well.
The last couple, yeah. But this is a qualifier. Maybe they turn up for it.
Maybe they do. I don't put it past them. Maybe they do. But I'm just gonna throw out a wild one here. I'm gonna say that status quo gets second in that pool. I think it's the best opportunity they have is this pool. And in Pool D, we have Native Red, G1, Cloud9, and Mantra. What do you got, Will?
Mantra can upset Cloud9 here.
They can.
Same thing with Native Red and G1.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a clusterfuck pool for me. I don't know what to go with here. No, whatever.
I say G1 wins the pool.
Okay.
Every time that them and Native Red match up, I believe it's been pretty close. I think they had a 3-2 matchup in the 2K. I think Native Red came out on top in that best of 5. But regardless, I'm going to say G1 get the upset over Native Red. If you can even call it an upset, you know what I mean? I'll go G1 Native Red. I'm still going to say Cloud9 takes third. Mantra could absolutely get the upset on them. I'm going to say Cloud9 take third.
All right.
Who do you think wins the whole thing?
They got to go Optic.
I have to as well.
They're just...
Based off their fucking performance in that 2K,
yeah,
they fucking took no prisoners. Like, that was insane.
Yeah, that's you got to go off that recent performance there.
Now, I would hope that the other teams step it up as well, considering this is a 4K and there are a lot more points on the line. And this affects seeding for, like, this is it. These are the last points before DreamHack.
Yeah.
So this is what directly affects seeding. Not like the other ones didn't, but this is like end all be all. So I would hope that the other teams turn up as well. But man, even in a fucking 2K, Optic just showed out. So I'll say Optic win as well. Who takes second though? Do you think SSG continue that streak of actually like performing a little bit more online, or do we think FaZe are?
I have to go with FaZe because the last series was the anomaly for SSG. It wasn't consistent enough.
Okay.
So yeah, Optic, FaZe, Space Station, G1 in fourth.
G1 in fourth. Okay.
I'm gonna give like Native Red and possibly. Oh, this is online.
Yeah, it is online.
Native Red and Complexity.
5th, 6th.
5th, 6th. Native White Sentinels, 7th, 8th.
Okay. I want to see what status quo do. I want to see if they're able to do something here. I think they have the best opportunity to make a run in their pool, besides Space Station being in there. But we have seen Space Station falter in pool play. So like I said, I think status quo is the only opportunity they have to do something based on their pool. Here's the real question, Will, and I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, and I apologize for this. So we know that the top 10 teams based off points will, I believe it's the top 10 from North America, will go to DreamHack. Okay?
Yeah.
So therefore, based off how the points are right now, because they're in the graphic,
yeah,
do you think there is a shakeup in terms of who makes it and who doesn't based off those top 10 teams for points? Because realistically speaking, we'd be looking at like, I mean, the difference between Proton in 11th and Shopify in 10th is almost, it's like 3,300 points.
Right, and this is a 4K point qualifier.
Yeah, there's So
I don't see it. I don't see it
you
happening.
don't see it?
Nope.
Yeah,
not an upset.
Yeah, I don't think so either, to be honest.
It's pretty locked.
It does seem pretty locked at this point,
There could be
it?
movement within these teams for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely there could be.
Even so, if this is for 4,000 points, Optics at 57, FaZe is at 52. 4K added. It's Optic lock number 1 seed.
I don't think it's that easy as a disbursement.
Okay.
Like, I think there's a lot more involved. But, like, just looking at the fact of, like, 7th through 10th, right?
Yeah.
The differences in those are 1,000 or less. Like, that's where a lot of shift could be taking place.
Right.
So we'll just have to wait and see. But we think, like, the top 10 are locked in. That's what it feels like.
I'd say so, yeah.
Unless a drastic upset happens. But, yeah, definitely feels like that's the case. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll see if Optic win the whole thing, though. That's the real question. And that's technically it for your second topic of the week.
Perfect.
Thank you, Will, for entertaining that. I apologize for shoving that in at the last second in the show.
Yeah.
Let's move on to some shout-outs. Shouts to everyone who joined in the community playdate. That was Snag, Riz, Fox Too Quick, All in One, Goalie Sniper, Elated Dartboard, Carnage, Swole Daddy, and Dollar Bill. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes Chauncey is my friend, Apple TV. I have multiple Apple TVs. I like them quite a bit. Joe, Ogre1, STK Fitty, and D Lockhart, and Enlarge. Thank you all for the follows. Greatly appreciated. And then we have Zarn with the 24-month resub, All That Talent with the 4-month resub, High Tech Redneck with a 36-month resub, Carnage with the 9-monther, Danny Phantom with the 3-month resub, Collect with the 3-month resub, and Captain Mo for the new sub, and Zig for the 11th-month resub. You all get a woo! Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And Daddy, thanks for the bit. God. Shout out to everyone who is a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes Obby Joy, Mr. Smiley, High Tech Redneck, Wrath, Goalie Sniper, The Only Neeb, Heavy Rainfall, Elated Dartboard, Carnage, and if I'm not mistaken, Zarners with the brand new patron subscription. Literally today.
Well, damn, thank you.
I believe it was Zarners. Zarners, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is Dale. Yeah. So thank you very much, Zarn. And thank you, everybody who is a supporter over on the Patreon. And Zarn, enjoy your unlocked posts. The audio show, the video show, go check them out. They're great. At least I think so. I might be biased, though. You know what I mean? I might be biased.
I mean, yeah.
And then happy belated birthday to Alumni, Snakebite, and Onset. Happy belated birthday, gents. Will, before I get into community creations, I think we should finally, do our announcement.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yes. You guys have waited long enough.
I forgot about it myself.
It's okay.
It's been a while.
Since I've been saying announcements. It's been a while.
Do you want a drum roll?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have social media accounts on social media platforms that are not really being put to use. We have a lot of things going on. We're very busy. We don't have time. You know what it is? Carnage. With 100 biddies. Thank you so much. I need to turn off that alert sound.
It was muted anyway.
Oh, great.
Just came through in our headphones.
Are you sure? Because it looked like it came through on desktop audio. It doesn't matter. It's time for the announcement, for fuck's sake. So like I said, we have social media accounts that aren't being put to good use. These include Instagram, TikTok. We put our show on YouTube.
Yeah.
Obviously. But we don't have short form content.
Right.
Right? That's a thing that the kids want, is short form content, easy to digest, Now, us old people, we like the long stuff, we like to listen to on the shitter and whatnot. But the youngsters like to scroll and watch the short form stuff, which we haven't done a lot of. So we're happy to announce and super fucking excited to announce that the one and only All-in-Juan will be creating short form content for us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You name it, it'll be there. Juan.
So fucking excited for this.
Juan reached out to us and asked if we'd be interested in something like this. And to be honest with you, obviously, yes, we are. But I don't mean to sound like mean or anything. Like, obviously, we're excited and we're interested in doing it. But I'm so happy that you reached out. Juan makes incredible content, as it already is.
Yeah.
His compilations that he's done are fucking hilarious. And I know I sound biased because they're for the community playdates that we do. But like they genuinely, like, there are times I've teared up because I was laughing so hard. And every time a video of his comes out, a smile immediately comes on my face. That sounded awful.
I didn't notice it till you said it, so that's all on you.
Oh, man.
Moving forward.
There's immediately a smile on my face as soon as I see that Juan released another video. And, like, they're just... Yep, got my first clip. Fuck. The other thing that makes me really excited about this, and another reason why I jumped at the opportunity, and like I literally, the first thing I sent Will, shut the fuck up with the cum stuff, okay? Relax. Immediately, Will, you can attest to this.
Yep.
Shut up. As soon as the DM came in from Juan, I immediately texted you in all caps.
Yeah.
Look at the DM from Juan.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Because I couldn't contain my excitement. Like, I almost blew a load under the table. If we're just going to keep the cum stuff happening,
might as well.
You know what I mean? Might as well roll with it. But another reason why I'm so excited about this is because of the person that Juan is. It's one thing to have, like, a person do content for the show, right? It's one thing to have just anybody do content for the show. It's another thing to have somebody that does content for the show or is just involved in the community in any way that is as good of a person as Juan is. That's what really, as soon as that message came in and I saw it was from Juan, I'm like, thank fucking God. Juan is one of the nicest people, and we've never even met in person, but I can probably definitively say that Juan is one of the nicest people we've had the pleasure of talking to, whether it be in the community playdate, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on Discord, whatever it is. And the beauty of what he does is that he just wants to be involved more. And I couldn't ask for anything more. The fact that you asked, that means more to me than anything. You reached out, right? Obviously, we'd love to do something like short form content, but you took the time to reach out yourself, and that means more to me than anything. I say it all the time, and I mean it, where anybody that just takes the time to listen to the show, you don't even have to agree with what we're saying, but the fact that you take the time to listen to the show is more than enough for me. I do this because we like to have fun and shoot the shit and talk about Halo, right? But then when Ron reached out, I'm like, oh, it's a done deal. Obviously, I asked Will, I want his consent. And of course, he's all for it.
Of course.
And I'm like, it's a done deal. It's a done fucking deal. So, Juan has said that this is like, we're doing this as kind of a trial run to start. Obviously, if things go well, we want to keep him on. So, round of applause in chat for Juan. Welcome, I'd say, tentatively to the HCS Pro Talk team, if you will. And I'm super, super, super fucking excited to see what you do. I think it's going to be incredible. I think you're going to be hilarious. And yeah, just Juan, thank you for everything that you do, not just for us, but for the community as a whole. And an early thank you for everything that you do for us as well. And to everybody out there that takes the time to listen, to watch, whatever it may be, to interact with the show, please show that content some love when it comes out. I'm not a huge person on like self-promotion, right? You should know that by now. But please show Juan the love when that content releases. He deserves it tenfold, 100-fold. And I'm so fucking excited. Juan, thank you for reaching out again. And again, welcome to the team. Happy to have you. I'm stoked, man. I'm fucking stoked. Community creations, Halo memes every day, reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Check that out. Original midship design. This is by Max Halberman, who used to work on Halo, as a matter of fact. And he also said in his tweet that he wants somebody to remake it in Forge, which would be pretty fucking cool. The Art of Unpredictability by All-in Juan. So if you haven't checked that video out, please do, and watch till the very last second. You will not be disappointed. And if you listen to last week's episode, you'll know why. And finally, Halo 2 glitch by Gunshot. It is a glitch that has been found. It's a new glitch that has been found in the original Halo 2.
This is with like the pausing menu, right?
Yep.
And like it creates a platform.
Yep.
And you can jump higher.
Yep. It's insane.
Did see this.
It's insane. So go check that tweet out as well. That's it for the community creations. And Will, that means that's all I got for the show. So without further ado, if you wouldn't mind plugging this motherfucker.
Yes, of course, we have our Patreon now. If you want more content from us, more bang for your buck, not that we don't love you Twitch subs over here, but if you want some extra content, we have a $5 tier, $10 tier. I forget the other two, but we
have a $2 tier, a $5 tier,
it.
a $10 tier, and a $25 tier. 5, 10, and 25, you get extra content. 2 is just a little, you want to throw some support our way. And like I said, like Will said, we love and appreciate all the Twitch subs. Do not get us wrong. But I want your money to go further for you. Okay? I mean it. I want your money to go further for you. So if you want extra content for the same price as a Twitch sub, consider subscribing over on Patreon. I don't give a shit about splits. I don't care. I want your money to go further for you. That's my soapbox. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, we're doing extra audio show, extra video show, Q&A. If you go to the GOAT tier, you get to do a little something special with us. So,
and we still need to get on with Dave. We still need to get something going with Dave.
Yep.
So Davey Wavy, if you ever listen to this, I apologize. I'll reach out. Don't worry. We'll get something going.
And as always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, and others as well, like Josh's favorite
Pocket Cast.
Still not an ad. Leave us a review. Let others know about the show. Really, we don't do a lot of promoting, as Josh said, self-promotion out there. So word of mouth, or just if you like the show, share it with others. Be much appreciated.
Zarn says, can confirm it is worth it. So go subscribe on the Patreon now and use code Zarn at checkout so I get a kickback.
There's no Zarn code.
He doesn't get a fucking kickback and there's no Zarn code.
You could try.
He could. It'd be funny.
Use Zarn25 at checkout.
Don't. People are going to fucking try, man.
Don't do it.
God damn it, Zarn. But thank you for subscribing, Zarn. Appreciate you.
If you'd like to stay in touch with our community while we're not live streaming or elsewhere, join the Discord, join the community discussion over there. Link is provided in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show or on our link tree on our Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, our social media sites, which will get more use moving forward: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Holy shit.
We need to talk about that, by the way, but yes, TikTok.
Okay, yes. If you'd like to catch any of our old VODs, they're up on YouTube, youtube.com/HCS Pro Talk. Some of our interview series as well. Actually, all of our interview series up on YouTube, not just some of them.
It's true. All of them are there.
Yes. And then even a couple of live things we did from Kansas City, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I can't say how shaky I got sitting
Sketch?
with, yeah,
Behind the couch?
yeah.
Or in front of the
I was
couch?
in front of the couch with
Behind
a
the
fucking mantle
Yeah.
piece in my back, like trying to hold the camera straight. Anyway, go check that out.
Also, huge shout out for Sketch, by the way, for taking the time to not only talk to us, but just like, I know that there are times where I go on rants on this show about things that the company does, decisions that the company makes, and lack of communication and information that the company provides. But I also understand that Sketch and Uni and everybody there do a lot of hard work and they have difficult jobs to do. So the fact that he was able to take the time to talk to us really just, I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Very, very thankful.
Yeah,
for
it was
that.
incredible.
Because he understands the critiques that we give and he knows that they come from a place of heart. So just, yeah. Sketch, I don't know if you ever hear this, but to everybody over there, we greatly appreciate everything that you guys do. And we know that you only want the game to be better as well. So thank you for taking the time again to talk to us.
Perfect. And then, of course, don't forget the fine folks over at Podcast Evolve. Make sure to check out evolvedhalo.com.
Your home for Halo.
If you want to check out anything about Halo lore, tune into Podcast Evolve. If you want to hear about Halo missions, Mission Debrief. You want to talk about the Paramount Plus TV show, Halo TV Plus. All the Halo books, book club. If you want the blocks, the
Mega blocks.
constructs, right?
Yeah.
Built with Block Show. They have the top Halo news stories that are featured on Halo headlines. And if you want to learn about Halo gear, they have Halo Gear Guide. So go check out Podcast Evolved. We have our own little space over there too. If you actually go to HCSProTalk.com, ha! Just kidding, you're going to evolvedhalo.com.
Your home for Halo.
Go check it out.
Do it up.
That's all I got, Josh.
Yes.
We actually have what's coming up on the next episode.
I actually typed something out. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
We discussed the results of the last HCS 4Ks, the DreamHack Qualifiers, as we look forward to the first Global Invitational of the year. Uncle Pumpy, welcome back. Says agreed 100%. Thank you to everyone at 343 for keeping Halo going. And
Uncle Pumpies? Agreed 100%. Thank you to everyone at 343 for keeping Halo going
and alive. Things aren't perfect, but we wouldn't be here without you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't like, couldn't read the two words together.
I got
Couldn't separate. You know what I mean.
Good.
The fuck was that?
I don't know. I need something to drink.
Oh my God. All right. Holy shit.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 286.
What a show it's been.
Right? What a fucking show it's been. Of HCS Pro Talk. I want to throw this out here now because now it's finally solidified that everything's booked and ready to go. If you're going to be at the Optic Major, let us know. Let us know if you're going to be at the Optic Major. We can say hi. Also, little tease here. Like I promised at the beginning of the year, my plan is to have an event-exclusive sticker that you can only get by being there and seeing me, and also an event-exclusive merch line that'll only be available for that weekend of the major. Again, this is only for the majors, so not the Global Invitationals. So yeah, let us know if you're going to be at the Optic Major. We'd love to see you. Have a chat, have a drink, whatever it may be. Watch some Halo. It's going to be a good time. Hope to see you there. And with that, that is going to actually do it again for episode 286 of HCS Pro Talk. Thank you so very much for watching. If you're tuning in live to the live show, thank you guys for joining in the discussion, adding to it, being respectful as always. If you're watching the YouTube VOD or listening to the audio version of the show, thank you so very much as well. And okay, again, not a big fan of self-promotion, but I am going to throw this out there. If you do enjoy the show, okay, again, I haven't said this in a very, very long time. If you're still listening or still watching and you enjoy the show, please consider leaving a review on your favorite podcast service. Okay? That's it. That's the only other piece of self-promotion I have. And if you're watching the YouTube version, feel free to leave a comment. I'm not going to say like, comment, subscribe, that shit. But leave a comment if you'd like to. Keep the conversation going if you're not in the Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Like Will said, it's free, it's fun, it's great. That's going to do it for us this week. We'll be back next week to talk about the results of the 4Ks. It's going to be a good time. Can't wait to see our predictions be wrong, as always. We'll be back next week. But until then, congratulate All in Juan. We love you. Can't wait to see what you do. We'll be back next week again. But until then,